Today is Wednesday, and that means it's time for this week's market update. It is also the very first Wednesday of a new year, which means I have an overview of what happened in the Whatcom County housing market over the course of 2021. Now, for this video, we're just going to do a really quick overview of some of the key data points. There will be a very lengthy, in-depth blog coming out oh so shortly that includes all of the graphics that you'll see in this video today, as well as more commentary and additional information for specific areas in Whatcom County, as well as for Skagit. So consider this to be just our initial overview. Let's take a look. One of the big topics of 2021 was, of course, our acceleration in pricing. We saw that a lot in the first and second quarter of last year, very aggressive pricing and very aggressive offers and multiple offer situations driving up pricing even further. That led to a median price point in Whatcom County that is fairly unheard of, and a year-over-year appreciation number that is one of those numbers that when you see it, you have to do the math 2 or 3 times just to make sure you actually got it right. So for context, this is almost a 24% year-over-year price appreciation as a median for single-family residential in Whatcom County. In 2020, the growth that we saw year-over-year was 11.5%, so more than double. In fact, Troy Moliot, who is the owner and president of Moliot Group Realtors, where I am licensed, mentioned in his report this morning, he said that's more than double the percentage increase of any year since at least 2010, which was long before I got licensed and started looking at these numbers. So thank you, Troy, for sharing some of that data with us. I'll also be linking his press release into my blog post later so that you've got Troy's take on the market as well. So that is our Whatcom County at a glance, 3,262 single-family residential sales in our area. Here's an overview of quarter over quarter. Here in that second quarter, you can see where the sale price was 8% over the list price. That was that season of a lot of multiple offers, very aggressive buyers wanting to get into this market. It was a very, very hot market for that second quarter. And then it calmed down a little bit in the third and fourth quarter, as you can see by these metrics here. This is where we got into that conversation around, oh, the market's slowing down, and people then asking the rational question, does that mean that prices are going to go down? And that is not necessarily the case. A house could still stay on the market for 2 weeks or 3 weeks and still sell for a higher price than it would have 6 months or a year prior. And that is evidenced here by our median closed prices for each of the 4 quarters of 2021. You can see that the median closed price per quarter went up by $64,000 over the course of the year, even as this median over underage calmed down in the third quarter and especially in the fourth quarter. Here is Bellingham at a glance, almost 1,400 closed home sales. Now, this is Bellingham, the Bellingham area, not just the MLS area for those real estate brokers who are watching. It's not just area 860. Our median days on market was 6, and for that larger Bellingham address region, our median sales price in 2021 was $600,000. And here as well, we saw significant year-over-year appreciation in housing prices. Here again, we've got our quarter over quarter. Now for Bellingham, very similar trajectory here as we saw for that Whatcom slide, where the second quarter saw a significantly higher close price versus the original list price of those homes. Now, this is our historical context of those historical prices for the last 10 years. We've got some color coding here. Bellingham is the black line, Ferndale is the green line, Linden is orange, and Blaine is purple. So you can get some context as to the last 10 years of housing prices. There's lots of rises and falls because any given month, a different pool of houses are up for sale. But over time, we can see a general trajectory, obviously very significantly upwards. In fact, with most prices around doubling over the course of 10 years. So again, that is just a very quick overview of 2021 for this video today. There will be an in-depth blog post coming out shortly, and that'll be linked on a social media post upcoming, and will also be in the Cohen Group link tree and on the Cohen Group website for you to check out. And that was this week's market update. We'll see you next time.